Hello everyone. So our today's topic is blood and circulatory disorders. So basically the blood and circulatory disorders are related to the heart, which is the main organ for our respiration, main organ to purify the blood, main organ to provide the blood to the whole body. So blood and circulatory, it's the main part of the circulatory system, the major part rather. The major part why we live is heart. Like it pumps, that's why we are living, we are alive. When it stops pumping, everything ends up, our life ends up there. So basically all the uh, heart diseases are the circulatory diseases, or the disorders are circulatory disorders are the heart disorders. Now there are various types of disorders caused due to circulatory system. There may be some problem in that. So there are various diseases, various problems which are suffered by people in and all around the world. So let us just enlist them and then understand them in detail. Sorry. Heart failure, then peripheral artery disease, then it's hypertension, then coronary artery disease, then it's cardiac ischemia, then is vasculitis, then it is aortic aneurysm, it's stroke, angina pectoris, varicose veins, high cholesterol, arrhythmia, heart valve disease, heart attack, aneurysm, and mitral stenosis. Now let us understand these diseases one by one in detail, or let's just see what exactly the body is suffering, or what happens in the body, in the heart, in the circulatory system, and how, by what means it is caused in the body. So let us see one by one. Let's start with heart failure first of all. So heart failure is known as congestive heart failure. It is a syndrome by an impairment in the heart's ability to fill with the blood, pump blood. Like the heart failure, the heart stops pumping the blood. That is known as heart failure. Although symptoms of the heart failure are very based, and which side of the heart is attached to HF, typically heart failure. HF means heart failure. Typically presents with shortness of breath, excessive fatigue, and bilateral leg swelling. So we have seen here what exactly happens in heart failure. So basically heart failure is a thing where your heart stops or minimizes the pumping rate. The heart failures, the symptoms are shortness of breath, excessive fatigue you get, and then bilateral leg swelling, that your legs might swell. Now the second one is hypertension. So hypertension, what exactly is hypertension? In common language, hypertension is BP, that is the blood pressure. It may be high blood pressure or the low blood pressure. It is a long term medical condition in which the blood pressure in the arteries is persistently elevated. That it is the blood pressure in the heart or in the arteries, it's not stable. It continuously elevates, that is, it changes. High blood pressure usually does not cause any symptoms itself. High blood pressure does not cause any symptoms in the body, but it's dangerous and it's a long term disease. The third one is peripheral artery disease. Now let us understand what exactly happens in the peripheral artery disease. Peripheral artery disease is a vascular disorder that causes abnormal narrowing of the arteries, that the arteries which are present in the heart get narrowed other than those that supply the heart or brain. So in peripheral artery disease, the arteries which are present, they get narrowed. So it is the circulatory disease. Next is coronary artery disease. Coronary artery disease is also called as coronary heart disease or the ischemic heart disease, myocardial ischemia, or simply heart disease. So these are some synonyms of the coronary artery disease. It involves the reduction of the blood flow to the cardiac muscle due to buildup of atherosclerotic plaque in the arteries of the heart. Like it does not give a proper or a complete blood flow to the cardiac muscles, that is the heart muscles of our heart, due to the built-up of atherosclerotic plaque. So atherosclerotic plaque is being formed in the arteries, which doesn't allow the blood to get supplied in a complete amount to the arteries. This is the most common cardiovascular disease, that is a CVD, or the disorder of circulatory system. Next disease is cardiac ischemia, in which cardiac ischemia means the heart muscle is not getting enough oxygen to function properly. Like the oxygen is not supplied to the heart in the adequate amount, that causes the cardiac ischemia. Next is vasculitis. Vasculitis is a group, it is not a single disorder, it is a group disorder that destroy the blood vessels by inflammation. That is, the blood vessels which are there present in our circulatory system, they get inflamed. Both arteries and veins are affected by these vasculitis, and that inflammation causes this disease. Stroke is a medical condition in which it is a common medical condition, like we all know about the stroke, what it is. And stroke is a medical condition in which poor blood flow to the brain causes cell death. That is, the blood which has to be circulated to the brain, it causes cell death. That is why it is known as stroke, which is also can be said as the nervous system disease and also a circulatory disease. Thank you. Now next is angina pectoris. Simply we can say it is the pain in chest. Angina pectoris is the pain felt in the chest cavity. It is due to the pressure, usually caused by insufficient blood flow to the heart muscle, like as we have seen in other diseases also, and not enough supply of the blood to the heart or the heart muscles. It is caused due to, so the cause is angina pectoris, when the blood is not supplied to the heart or the heart muscles in the adequate amount. Varicose veins. What exactly is varicose vein? It is a disease that affect your veins and can slow down your blood flow or make blood flow in the wrong direction. So what happens exactly in varicose veins is it may reduce or stop your blood flow in the body, and or may cause wrong direction of the to the flow of the blood. If it is going straight, it might change in any direction, or just as an example, I have said that if it's going straight, it can change its direction. So that is known as varicose veins, when your legs pain very badly, very severely, and you can't even stand still because the pain is so severe. So this is varicose veins. Now the next disease of circulatory system is the high cholesterol. So let us see what exactly high cholesterol means or how is it caused. So, high cholesterol, hypercholesterolemia, that is high cholesterol. Hyper means high, and cholesterolemia is cholesterol. So, it is the presence of high levels of cholesterol in your body or in your blood. It is a form of hyperlipidemia, hyperproteinemia, and dyslipidemia. That is the lipids or the fat glands or the oil glands in your body, or the level of oil or cholesterol which is not at all good for your body, your health, which increases your weight, that is known as high cholesterol, which cause the pressure on the heart, and it may affect your body for getting a severe heart attack. So cholesterol levels are what we can say are a reason for an heart attack. The level of cholesterol, level of oil in your body when increases and it puts pressure on your heart, it causes heart attack. And this condition of increased lipids or oils or cholesterol in your body is known as high cholesterol. Next disease is heart valve disease. It's not valve, it's valve disease. Valvular heart disease is any cardiovascular disease process involving one or more than four valves of the heart. Like, it is a disease caused by the valves of the heart which are present, either bicuspid valve or the tricuspid valve. It is a cardiovascular disease involving one or more than four valves in the heart. So, this is what the heart valve disease is. Next is the most common disease known by all of us, and we have heard about it, that is heart attack. What exactly? We just say for any condition happens to our heart, we just term it as heart attack. God's is the common term. But heart attack, we say it in our local or daily language to understand what exactly has happened. Whatever conditions I have told right now, we all describe it in a normal language as heart attack. But these all conditions are different, they vary from each other in every aspect. The symptoms, the affecting area or the affecting organ, they all are different. So, heart attack is in local language. So, scientifically, heart attack is known as myocardial infarction. So, what exactly is myocardial infarction? That is heart attack. So, it occurs when the blood flow decreases or stops in one of the coronary artery of the heart, causing infraction of the heart muscle. The most common symptom of the heart attack or the myocardial infarction is retrosternal chest pain or discomfort that classically radiates the left shoulder, arm, or jaw. So the pain felt on the left side as heart end point of the heart, that is 9 centimeters towards the left. That's why we say our heart is at the left side, but our heart is in the center of the body, that is in the axial cavity. So it is the heart attack is when it decreases or stops in one of the coronary arteries, that the blood flow stops in one coronary artery, causing chest pain, left arm pain, left jaw pain, and left shoulder pain. It is defined as heart attack. Next disease is aneurysm. What is aneurysm? Aneurysm is outward bulging, likened to a bubble or a balloon caused by localized or abnormal weak spot on the blood vessel valve. Like the blood vessel valve, the wall of the blood vessel bulges out, that is, it gets fattened, it gets the size of the blood vessel increases, it becomes like a ball. So they are known as the increasing size of blood vessels or the walls, it gets swollen, so it is known as aneurysm. which is one of the circulatory system disorder. Mitral stenosis. Now let us understand what is mitral stenosis. Mitral stenosis means the mitral valve is abnormally narrow, which can prevent the blood flow from smoothly or quickly through it. Mitral stenosis is the mitral valve which is abnormally narrowed, like it gets narrowed so that the blood flow is not at the same rate or the normal rate. It becomes slow and the blood cannot pass through it or cannot flow through it smoothly. It is known as mitral stenosis. When the blood cannot pass through the mitral valve smoothly, it is known as mitral stenosis. So these were some diseases or the disorders of the blood and circulatory systems with my explanation. So thank you so much.